Hey, what's up, everyone? So, welcome back to Learn to Live with Eli. So, I figured I'd do some screen capture of a website that I found to design a logo. I'm a big believer in branding, and so I actually created my logo relatively quickly with this website. So, I figured it might be worthwhile just to share this with you all, just to kind of go through the logo that I created. Hopefully, this helps some of you. So, let's get right to it. So here we are on the Designhill website. I'll go ahead and put a link to this website in the description. As I mentioned really briefly, the process is actually fairly easy. So the website itself does a lot of creative marketing for you, including logos for websites, t-shirts, there's stationery. You can actually even request a graphic designer. So there's lots of things on here that are available for every walk of life, depending on what it is that you might need created. I've used graphic designers in the past. They're fantastic, but again, it all depends on what you want to do with that logo and the money you want to spend. Personally, I was looking for something that was quick, that was easy, that I could just brand my YouTube channel with, my Instagram. And so you saw that logo at the beginning of this video. I think it worked out really well, and it was quick and easy, and it was perfect for the pocketbook. Yeah, so we'll just walk through this AI logo maker for now. Otherwise, there's lots of options on here for you to explore. So here we go, clicking into it. Pretty straightforward. First of all, it's going to ask you for your company, so I'll just go ahead and use Learn to Live. Easy, generate logos. Now it's going to ask you for different design styles that appeal to you. So again, you can see here, creativity-wise, already this really helps out a lot. I am not the most artistic person in the world, and so even some of these generic designs would take me probably weeks to even try and put together. But essentially what you're shopping for is the look and the feel of what you want to portray with your design logo. Again, also depending on what your industry is, how bright you want to have it. So just looking through this just for fun, so I'm just kind of scrolling down, lots of different options as I mentioned. Again, right now you're just looking for a look and feel. So let's pick this one. Here we go. I actually like the colorings of this one. The lettering looks good, so I'm going to click on this, and now there's an option to continue. So I'll continue along. Now it's the colors. Again, depending on the type of mood you want to set, what's cool about this website, I'm not an artistic person, but what's neat is if you click on these color packs, there's actually a little description that pops up. So as an example, purple says it represents dignity, royalty, luxury, wealth, compassionate, blah, blah, blah. Really cool. Again, I would have never known that there was so much depth to the color purple, but hey, there you go. So I'm going to click on that one. And how about let's see, purple. And let's just throw some colors together. How about let's go orange. I don't know. Let's just see what we get. But again, orange comes up with warmth, enthusiasm, excitement, extrovert, encouragement, and joyfulness. So again, really neat feature. Helps you kind of really determine the touch and feel that you want for your logo. So here, next screen, it asks, let's close that, sorry. Next screen, it asks, what's your company name? So there we go, Learn to Live. Let's come up with a slogan. So the current slogan I have is Experience Together. So we'll type that in there. Select the industry. So we're doing this, let's say, hey, maybe it's communication. There we go. We're doing a communication. And my budget, I went fairly low. I went $1 to $99 was the budget. So we're going to click continue now. And then figure out a symbol. So what I did when I created my logo, I clicked in peace, search, boom. There's the peace sign, there's the peace hand signal, all kinds of great things. So let's change that up. Let's say that we want to, our industry that we chose this time was communication. So let's say I feel like speaker is a good logo or symbol. So we'll click on that. There we go. Different logos that you can choose from. Okay, maybe how about let's try sunrise. Let's just give that a shot. Oh, there we go. So maybe what I'm trying to convey with my communication experience together logo is a sense of warmth and rising to the occasion. I don't know, I'm trying to be as creative as I can. I don't know if that's very effective, but let's pick, how about this sunrise? That looks neat. Now let's continue. It's going to build your logo for you to give you some options. It'll take a minute. And now here we are. And so the neat thing is it gives you just a handful of options of what that logo that you chose could look like. And so here we are, learn to live, experience together with that kind of that color scheme that I chose. There's a lot of orange in there. Now a little bit darker scheme, has that sunrise, learn to live, experience together. So and you can actually click down here, load more logos. It's going to think for a second, and there you go. It's going to give you even more options. Abbreviated, here we go, LTL, learn to live. It's actually pretty neat. So the great thing about this is if you don't have any idea what you want your logo to be, you have a general sense of what you want it to include, maybe a color scheme, then this actually website provides a lot of options for you. In my opinion, it takes kind of the thinking out of the creative design. Again, I'm not a graphic designer, so this is perfect for me. But let's say we want to make some adjustments. So let's say I want to add a different color. So we have orange, we have purple. Let's throw in a red. So you're going to go click red, see your changes. It's going to think for a second, and now let's scroll down and see what different options. Oh, I actually like that purple there. So let's load more logos, and there we go. We start to get a little bit more of an orangish red. That actually looks really cool. Purple, ooh, that one kind of pops out at you. I like that one. All right, let's say I'm gonna go with, I'm actually kind of leaning towards purple, but the other thing you can do is I can click on this favorites tabs. What's gonna happen is it is gonna ask you to have to log in. So I've logged in, now I'm gonna click on my favorites. It allows me to favorite it up here, and so I can click on that. There we go. One of these is a previous design that I had. But so let's say I'm tossed between a couple. I want some advice from friends. Then you can favorite those for later. So let's click two different ones here. How about this one? So now we have two in our favorites folder. This looks good. So I can go to my favorites folder. There they are. Not sure what I decide on. Or now that they're there, let's say, you know what? I really do like this lighter one. Learn to live, experience together. So now I can go to either, let's say I want to refine this a little bit. I can click on here and go to edit logo. This is actually really cool because part of this editing feature, what it allows you to do, it allows you to kind of get a little bit of a glimpse or preview into what some of that swag you might create, what it might look like with this logo. And I thought that was a really cool feature to this website. Again, if you're looking at branding yourselves, this is a really great quick preview to see like what that would look like. Even like some nice printed logos here, that's really, really cool. So let's say while you're in here as well, you wanted to make some adjustments. So let's say learn to live, I don't like the 2. So I can click on my edit name and slogan. And let's say I don't want TO for 2, maybe I want the number 2. So I can click that. And then let's say I want to adjust my logo or my slogan. Say I want to adjust my slogan, so I can click on the slogan, come up here, and let's just say I want to, my slogan will be just experience. How's that? So I'll click that. Now the great thing is, even with those edits, I can scroll down again. I can see what my logo might look like. And now, also in those previews on the items, the logo changed. So really cool, really convenient feature. If anyone out there has worked with a graphic designer in the past, even just those kind of minor edits, that could be days of back and forth trying to get those minor changes, trying to see what previews on a swag might look like. So that's actually a very, very extremely powerful tool for relatively inexpensive. And so we'll kind of go through, I'll pick one of these, and then we'll go through what it looks like to actually purchase. So really cool. Let's say I look at that, I don't like it so much. I'm gonna come back up here. I'm gonna put my learn to live back to, let's say, TO. And then experience, let's say I do want that to be more experience together. I think that will look the best for us. So I'm gonna go here. So now we go. I like that logo. Let me just double check real quick. Yep, I like the way this is coming up on previews. That's really cool. Okay, so now I can click buy. I chose the premium route. Premium, you do get a high resolution logo, you get some vector graphics with it, you get some black and white versions. So those are great, ready to use. I think that's gonna be good because if you're using this maybe in the future to print out a shirt, you're gonna need some of those files. The other thing is I scroll down and I selected the social media kit. You can download a sample what that looks like. I've downloaded it a lot. I don't wanna add more, but I'll click on the description. So the great thing is for only $30 more, as I was talking about, being able to be the most efficient with your time, is you get versions in this kit that are automatically ready to upload into Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, Etsy, Pinterest, all for $30. So we talked about being the most efficient with your time. Could I do that with Adobe Illustrator? Should. It would take me a lot more time because there's that learning curve. And for all those platforms, if there's different requirements on the size of photo, then there I am trying to do more and it's taking me longer versus pay the $30 and all I can do now is just go update my social media accounts and spend more time on my videos and content. So again, determine what's best for you. Personally, that's the direction I chose. So there we are, $95. Took us probably roughly 15 minutes to go through to land on the design that we actually liked. You'll go through, there's a discount code that I'll include, so maybe you can save some money there. But again, really cool website, really efficient. I think it saved me a ton of time. So I'm hoping that this video helps you all out. Let me know in the comments below what your experience is. Maybe you have a different website that you use. Click on Designhill. Maybe there's something else there that you might like to choose to use for yourself. As always, remember, change the world one experience at a time. Start with me, subscribe below.